Hi there, welcome to Ask Miss Lovely Lovely with your host, moi. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be a little web series that I'm going to put together, basically discussion videos, Q&A videos. I actually have an email address that you can contact me with any kind of topics that you'd like to talk to me about, or even if you want to voice comments about the videos that I make, or start a discussion, or just pretty much anything. Like, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to get people actually thinking about things and talking about things, and I want to hit those subjects that a lot of people are very afraid to talk about. And that's what all of these videos are supposed to be about. For a very long time I've wanted to make YouTube videos, but I feel like so many people do comedic videos or, you know, funny little skits or parodies or whatever, and so there's pretty much enough of those out there that I felt like the thing that we really needed was somebody taking kind of the serious note. And so with that, I'm still going to add kind of humor and things to it to try to lighten it up, because life can be very hard sometimes, but there's a time for, you know, funny stuff and there's time for serious stuff, and I want to be able to combine those in this series to show people that, you know, it's not always a bad thing to talk about serious subjects. So the email, which I will put in the description down below, is askmisslovelylovely@gmail.com, and you can voice comments, you can ask questions, you can give me topics to talk about. I very much want to hear from the viewers, so please send me as much stuff as you want to. Like I said before, these are basically just advice videos. These are touching on subjects that a lot of people don't want to talk about. For me, growing up, I did have several people that I could talk to about different things, but sometimes I needed somebody else's outside perspective, because I always thought that, you know, my parents or my friends or my relatives or whatever were always so biased because they knew me, and so they wanted to make sure that, you know, I was comfortable and I wasn't given the wrong answer, and they didn't want to be like the bad guy. Now, my parents would definitely tell me what they thought, and they didn't hold back, but my friends, my relatives, you know, neighbors, co-workers, all that kind of stuff, like as I got older, co-workers, they very much sheltered me, and sometimes that can be a good thing, but sometimes that can be a very harmful thing. So these are basically, you know, maybe there's those subjects that you don't really know how to ask friends and family, so hopefully I can help with those. And so if you have something that you want to talk about, you can definitely remain anonymous. You don't have to include a name. You can just say, you know, would you please talk about this? And I will be hitting a lot of subjects, so don't worry. If I haven't gotten to yours yet in the coming videos, don't worry. I have a list of things that I want to get to. I don't know everything. I will never claim to know everything. I'm not going to sit here and act like I have all the answers in the world, because I don't. And so if you feel like maybe I missed something, or maybe, you know, I said it wrongly, or there was a better way of putting it, definitely email me and let me know, because I'm still growing as a person. I'm still learning things, just like we all are, but I wanted to be able to contribute as much as I know to the outside society. You know, like I said, you know, we have a lot of parodies and skits and funny little things, and a lot of times people don't want to talk about serious things. So, you know, I want to bring the experience I have and the advice that I have. I've actually talked to a lot of people. I remember downloading the Whisper app, which is very popular with a lot of people because you can remain anonymous, and or you can give yourself a name or whatever. And I've talked to a lot of kids, I've talked to adults, I've talked to girls in relationships, boys in relationships, you know, and granted, I don't have all of the answers. So, you know, if you're looking for, you know, maybe something a little bit more that kind of gives you a little bit more about the subject, you can always go and research it for yourself. These are just basically kind of a starting point. Maybe it's hard for you to want to come out and talk about something. You know, we are definitely going to get to homosexuality. We're definitely going to get to, you know, maybe you're a male and you don't really feel like you're very masculine. Maybe you're a female and you don't really feel like you're very feminine. You know, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about growing up in Christian homes, atheist homes, growing up in homes where you only have one parent, or maybe you have two, but you feel like they don't really pay attention to you. Maybe you struggle with your siblings. Maybe you have certain desires that you don't understand how to communicate with people. Maybe you're very shy. Maybe you're, one of the nerds that kind of just keeps to themselves. We're going to talk about all of those things. And I have a lot of experience with a lot of the things that I've already mentioned, and that's also why I want you to give me subjects and topics to look up, and I'm going to look up information. I'm going to give you the best that I can, but I don't know everything. So don't come to me as being like the knower of all things. Go do your research. Go look up things for yourself. Mine is just a starting point. It's just to put that little bug in your ear to make you think about it. And then also, give you some comforting words, some advice that maybe some things are rather hard. And there's going to be things that I don't have any experience on. I'm going to get people that gives me topics that I don't know about. I've never had parents who have been divorced. I never had any siblings growing up. I have, I can't really think of anything, for example, right now. But we're going to touch on a lot of things, and I'm going to talk to other people, and I'm going to get their side of it. If somebody requests, how do I deal with my parents being divorced? And I definitely have friends and family who have dealt with that, and so I will talk to them and get advice from them. And so I'm going to give you as much information as I possibly can. I'm going to be taking a lot of approaches to different situations, because I don't feel like you should just get one perspective. You should get several, because then you can make an educated decision. The more information that you have, the better, outcome you will have. So, I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to encourage people, and I feel like at this point in my life, this is the best way to do that. So, and if you end up not liking these videos, you don't have to watch them. I'm not forcing you to. You can easily click off. But I invite you to keep coming back and just kind of give me a chance, just kind of listen, because a lot of the things I'm going to be talking about are very important, and maybe not necessarily what I'm saying about said subject, but the subject itself. The very first video I'm going to be making is talking about something that's very big in our country right now, is the whole Black Lives Matter issue, and I will touch on that in my next video. But there's going to be political things, there's going to be religious things, there's going to be things in social media or the news, or, just anything. Anything and everything. Things that people want to talk about, who are talking about it, and maybe give you a fresh spin on it, and then things that maybe are not so easy to talk about. So definitely please keep coming back. Like I said, all of the little links and things will be down below. I am going to be using the Whisper app a lot, so if you want to put me in your actual message, say, this is for Ask Miss Lovely Lovely, I'm going to try to search for those as much as I can. You can definitely email me. It's askmisslovelylovely@gmail.com, and I definitely hope to see you guys in the next video. Alright, have a great night. Bye.